And it's open in the meeting.
Agenda item number 2 is accept the minutes, which we'll have to.
Okay. Were they attached
Oh, I can't print them
to
on
an
my phone.
email?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Somebody has to make a motion.
I just
Oh,
figured,
yeah,
I don't think so.
motion to table accepting the meeting minutes.
I'll second that.
Favor? And so you only need to put to Tracy made a motion if it passed unanimous.
Yeah.
And then the next thing,
Is agenda item number 3 is citizens forum.
got anything?
No, from Mr. Jordan, okay. Agenda item number 4 is old business, and then 5 would be new business.
Hey, I'm sorry, I was writing citizens forum. I had a comment from a citizen, I don't know if this would be the time to mention it. He wondered if with the leachate, if Casella is using any nanotechnology to clean water.
There's no pretreatment of the leachate at the landfill. It's simply collected, trucked off to a waste plant.
Okay.
And that, so old business. Is there anybody here who has the contract language that says what we're supposed to do?
This is the site assignment, and here's condition number 58 that sets, well, I can read it for you if you want, that sets the condition for the Landfill Oversight Committee. And back in, I had pulled out my old binder. Our first meeting was on September 9th of 2010, and we kind of started out with, hey, we need to look at our mission statement. And the conversation was that we should mirror the condition that set the oversight committee. So I'll read that. The applicant shall establish a landfill oversight committee to monitor, evaluate, and advise the Board of Health in regard to any potential problems resulting from the landfill facility's operation, including the relation of the landfill facility to the operations of the airport. The committee shall be comprised of one representative of the applicant, one of the applicant, one of the airport commission, the airport manager, 2 members of the board, meaning the Board of Health, 1 member of the Southbridge Conservation Commission, and 2 citizens to be appointed by the board in consultation with the town council. One of the board members shall serve as the chair of the committee. The committee shall meet on a quarterly basis or as needed, and shall produce an annual report to the board. The applicant shall submit a report to the committee on a monthly basis, which shall include bird activity, environmental monitoring results, traffic counts, tonnages at the landfill and processing facility, which no longer exists.
I have now lost track because there are too many words.
Yep.
Can we get a copy of it? If we
Yeah.
just walk-
Yeah, I mean, this is the site assignment.
So, but mostly it shall establish the committee to monitor, evaluate, and advise in regards to operations or any potential problems. So our scope is potential problems.
Yeah, I mean, and Maureen and Kevin have been around for just about as long as I have on this topic. And the Landfill Oversight Committee was established with a lot of concern of the airport operation in mind. That's why it's specifically mentioned, and that's why you have 2 entities, the airport manager and a member of the airport commission who are on there. And the intent of the board, of the Landfill Oversight Committee, was to take its direction from the Board of Health and discuss topics that the board felt were important but didn't have time to entertain at their regular meetings. So that is, in a nutshell, what the Landfill Oversight Committee was supposed to take on. You know, it wasn't that we were supposed to sit around and say, hey, what would be fun to do? We were really supposed to take our direction from the board and say, look, as a board, we would like to know about truck traffic at the landfill, but we don't want to handle it in our regular meeting. LOC, can you guys please, meet on this topic and get back to us on truck traffic?
And I have a comment, the airport people have not been able to make any of the meetings. And when the previous chair was here, they said it was because their other meeting conflicted. So I think we should try to accommodate them. Because I think they're an important part of the meeting.
Especially when it says how it impacts the airport.
Well, unfortunately, do have a long history with, it really being us core people. It was always Kevin and Maureen and myself and Dee. Those were really the folks who were at the meetings 90% of the time. Would you guys agree? Yeah.
Well, I would agree, but I'm just saying, I think it's really important that the airport people be here. And I suggested maybe making another evening to
Like
accommodate
not
them.
Thursday, is what you're saying?
Yeah, and that was always shot down, so I'm trying it again. And I don't know what might work out for the two airport people.
So
I think
we
one
can-
is Ron Pluck.
We can look at that, we just won't forgive until they're here. Let us know what times might work for them. So the next meeting, we'll try to accommodate the airport.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know if we could contact them. Their email is on the mailing from Maritza, I noticed, so.
On the same subject of membership, there's also one more citizen member. I just had a chance to talk with Sandy Ackley, and her husband was originally a citizen member, but he's not renewed his participation in the group.
So it's supposed to be 3 citizens and 2
No,
board
no,
members?
2 citizens.
So don't you have 2
Got that, John?
citizens, aren't the 2 of you citizens?
One more citizen.
What do you,
I think Maureen's representing the Concom, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
she
And
represents.
we've never had 2 board members. I think the board decided that one,
Just one
yeah, was
sufficient?
and
But
then especially because we
theoretically,
didn't have a
could.
full complement of board members.
right.
So this term 58 that's in the site assignment
Mhm.
now may or may not be in future site assignments.
That's the
because-
discretion of the board.
And the role that we're taking on here is, we're not really sure of the importance because the Board of Health decided to go from 1 meeting a month to 2 meetings a month, with 1 meeting being specifically to address landfill issues.
Mhm.
So if this is supposed to be the overflow to look at potential problems and make recommendations to the board, it might,
Not be necessary.
it's good how we have a sign.
On the other hand, as somebody who, one of the reasons I emphasize the landfill oversight is Tracy can recall Board of Health meetings where some of my questions might have got a little technical, a little drawn out in Board of Health meetings. And I think one of the avenues of having the ability as a citizen of discussing landfill oversight, it was one of the reasons why 2 citizen members were appointed to this board.
Yeah, but like, right back to Susan's point though, that was before we had an entire Board of Health meeting dedicated to just landfill issues.
And this is an advisory group,
Which
so-
meets every month instead of,
No,
Yeah,
this
we-
group
that's
has to
frequency.
meet quarterly.
right, I'm saying the second Board of Health meeting is every month. This group would be meeting, well, basically quarterly. So it's more frequent at the Board of Health meeting.
But for right now, we just need to define the scope, which is looking at potential problems, and in particular those that impact the airport. So at least we know that to start with. We can look back and see, was there any pressing issue, excuse me, that people had talked about at the prior meetings that we left off? Hello.
Hello, these are your reports.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was gonna say, do you want copies of that for the minutes? The document, Tracy was reading.
Well, not for right now, all it is, because we did look at that, at least and understand the scope.
And is that on the web too? or somewhere?
This
I
is
just want to put it in the notes.
the, this is the
since we talked about it.
2008 site assignment,
Yeah.
and the Board of Health has it. It's the Board of Health's document.
Okay.
So,
Do you, with that, do you also have a copy of the?
Got it right here.
Okay, so we can-
what do you,
This is Kevin held up the draft mission statement that we started working on back in 2010. You know, we came to a conclusion of what we wanted. We didn't make very many changes to it at all. We essentially mirrored the condition number 58.
If I could
So there
recall
was-
correctly, the only change I was,
Wasn't a whole lot to do there.
is that, or is that something different?
I haven't seen that.
so what I'm doing right now is just coming up with a list of materials that we'll have to have reproduced so that everybody has a copy of it. And one is the site assignment paragraph, section 58, so that we can all see that. The draft mission statement from 2010. The, Kevin, do you have?
Yeah, I was just looking, on the back of this, it says,
What is
as
it that
voted,
you're looking at?
as voted, it's Landfill Oversight Committee Principles of Operation. It has origin with the 2008 site assignment amendments applicable to the Southbridge landfill. Southbridge Board of Health recognized that operation of the facility may potentially affect or raise concerns to parties who have local interests or are located within the town of Southbridge.
Let's take this an idea. If you have that and you have two other pieces, let's just put them in front of us right now so that we can walk into somebody's office and photocopy
Yeah.
at the end of the meeting.
On the back of that, it says that was
How
unanimously,
many copies did you give back?
that was voted on in 2014. Just to give you some idea, that first document you were reading off was from 2010, the original.
And then, does anybody else have any either minutes or records or something that tells us where to pick up or drop on?
Well, I think the last thing we left off on was the annual report.
Oh, right,
Which
was
is,
done about 2 years ago.
Does anybody have a copy of the last annual report?
We didn't finish it.
no,
Yeah,
I
I
have,
didn't finish it.
we each took a different section. I had gas flaring, Tracy was compaction of volume.
And,
So
And
what,
then Dean was traffic.
what's the last update, the draft?
Yeah, so we all wrote our sections, but
It was,
it wasn't, you know, we all had our own format of writing it up, so it needed to become cohesive.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but the problem that we have is I don't think any of us got deans. I know I don't have deans.
But I
That's all right, but we
probably,
should, if we start with where
I
we left
probably have
off.
it on my email.
oh, wait a minute,
I think he sent it.
traffic.
Oh, good, so you have deans.
So if you happen to have all the elements of the draft, we can.
I don't think we have them all.
Whatever we have?
So, traffic. Gas,
And then we had birds.
yeah.
And I know you're handing them, but don't worry about losing them because if we're making a copy, we're going to get something back.
And then I had capacity, which I don't have mine with me, but I have it.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else that you think we
Well-
need?
You had mentioned minutes. Is there any file of outstanding, of previous minutes? Because
We're asking those questions. I, of course, don't have any
No.
minutes. It would be what.
I have them on my computer, because I usually take the minutes. I was explaining to Sue that I usually do it, so I have them.
Okay. Do you present a copy or send a copy to Maritza and
Yeah.
she put it in the file?
And I believe that's what Maritza gave to us? Was that what she gave to us in
No.
that pile?
No,
She just,
Oh,
That's-
this is all the scrap paper that was over there, but she did just hand me two documents. November 30th, 2016, from the chairman of the Southbridge Landfill Oversight Committee regarding the Southbridge Recycling and Disposal Park Incorporated Monthly Landfill Oversight Committee Report, October 2016. This is an original received, and this, or maybe they just use color copy. This one is December 30th, 2016, and it's a monthly landfill oversight committee report, but those came from Southbridge Recycling and Disposal.
It's required by condition number 58.
Yeah.
So they're not our minutes, but they're the reports that came to us. So these are the last two reports that came in. So we can make copies of those to give to everybody. And
Because
then-
I have I have a few previous minutes, but I don't have a complete set of them.
Yeah.
But
And
you just said,
I have them on my computer, but I don't have them.
I think we're gonna say have the signed ones.
Yeah,
available.
yeah, she does.
so we either need the minutes to review and find out where we left off with old minutes, or at least the last two sets of minutes, because the other things,
I mean, in the agenda, she states that she has meeting minutes from January 28th, 2016, and March 31st, 2016. Those are the two that we tabled tonight, because we don't have anything else.
so we'll just get copies of that. So if we have those minutes, we'll be able to pick up where we left off, because it'll say old new business.
Yeah.
Plus copies of these documents right here. When we come back the next time, we will have all read it and pick up where we left off. I can report back to the board that we're looking for one more board member, and they can decide that time whether or not somebody else wants to raise their hand. One more citizen member.
I think that, no, not everybody is on one. You have 4 members right now, right? There's 4 active board members right now, right? And there's 3 subcommittees.
Wait,
Actually,
Okay.
There's sustainability, landfill oversight, and, oh God, why am I forgetting, the tri-epic.
Oh, yeah, and that guy was just left.
well, I
I
think.
can't remember his name.
Corner.
Yeah, Rich Cornell, thank you.
but we're leaving that aside, because for right now, we're
Okay.
still just doing our organizational meeting that has minutes left. We're zipping right through this. But
Question, item 58 mentions 8 members. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be 2 from the airport, 2 from the Board of Health, 1, and 2 citizens.
so we can confirm the board members, get their mailing list, and get it best time for the next meeting. But the next meeting won't be for another month?
Well, I was going to suggest, as far as the next meeting, I realize that it does say quarterly or as needed, and I'd like to see us do one next month so that we can get caught up.
That makes sense to me.
See if we can do that.
And one of the things, going back to what I had said about having the airport people here, I think that was we were doing it quarterly because we really didn't need it monthly, and we were also trying to be able to let the airport people join too, but
So we
even
let-
quarterly, that didn't
Well-
work out.
we can do it next month, so we can at least jump in
Yeah.
and do something. We'll have a list of the people who are actually on, or supposed to be on the committee. We'll look at all that. When we come back, we can try to summarize some of this and make a recommendation that we can bring to the board as they start to look into this whole site assignment thing, because we will probably want to have the appropriate language for what a committee such as this will do
Yeah.
under the terms of the next site assignment. So we should be writing our own plans and even be thinking about whether or not this committee is necessary if the
In light of
board
the second
is
meeting.
going to have a second meeting. And our recommendation will probably focus on some of the concerns that Kevin stated. We want to make sure that there's an opportunity for citizens to ask questions and get answers. Does it need to be in this forum? Does it need to be, submitted questions in advance of the Board of Health meeting so that they can be answered on a timely basis? We don't have to do it now, but we can think about some of that for a recommendation to resolve the issues and make sure. Do we want to have a vice chair of this committee who's not a board member for the times that say, I'm late getting here?
Flew home.
Or a
Yeah, this
secretary
folder.
at this point, or just leave it as it is for right now? We can wait till we have all the members.
Yeah, I just don't think that we've had a workload that has really required that kind of organization.
Just trying to,
Yes.
to say, if I'm not here, somebody else can step up, but we can do that the next time. We
Since
can get
I've been
full
depending
complement.
on you for rides for the last couple
I'm
times.
still showing.
I wouldn't be a good one for when you're not here,
So at this point,
but hopefully
do
that
we have enough that we've accomplished at this meeting, just by saying we met, we're gonna have things to read, and we're gonna come back in a month?
Sure.
Do a little bit more?
Yeah.
I have all these pieces of paper in front of me, you can print off the minutes, and I can ask to have them copied, and everybody's probably gonna be here for the Board of Health meeting, so we'll be able to get them then. So that means I can entertain a motion to adjourn.
I motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?